when they finalize you or when they shortlist a group of candidates, then they themselves contact that professor whose contact you have given, and then they'll directly ask a letter of recommendation from them.
Yes.
So it's not like you have to give a letter in advance.
It's different in US. Basically, in US, during the application process itself, to complete your application process, you have to submit all these letter of recommendation. But there will be an application window or a website in which you're applying these things. So you don't have to bring the letter of recommendation. You don't have to ask the professors to give them the letter of recommendation to you to upload, but the professors will directly upload it when you give the mail ID of the professor in the website or in that window, the portal, I'm saying the portal, application portal, they will get a link to their mail ID where they can directly upload their letter of recommendation. So the letter of recommendation is directly uploaded by the professors, have much value than us uploading it, because we have higher chances for editing it again. So direct uploading is better than us uploading the LOR.
So when we ask for a letter of recommendation in Europe, I used to just ask that, can we provide your name in the PhD application? We don't ask directly for a letter of recommendation. We just say that we are applying for this position and can I add your name?
So many students have this question. I also got this question a few days before from one of a student who is applying for PhD, saying the problem is that you are applying for several programs. You're applying for several universities. So you need more than 3 or more than 5 letter of recommendation from a single professor. So how are you going to approach this professor? Are you directly going to approach this professor every time when you need a LOR? So I said to him, or my opinion to in this regard is basically, first thing is that you have to make your mind that I'm going to apply for this many programs in this window. I'm applying for 6 universities, let's say 7 universities. In that, you can apply to any universities if there is no need of LOR. You can apply without the support of your supervisor or professor. But I will apply to 7 universities who needs an LOR. LOR means letter of recommendation. Then talk with your supervisor, talk with your professor, mail them and say that I'm planning to apply for PhD in this window and I'm planning to apply to these 7 universities. You can even mention the names of the universities, even if you haven't confirmed that you're applying there. Just mention, they won't remember that you mentioned these 7 universities and you're applying for a different one. Just say that I'm planning to apply for these 7 universities. And I would really appreciate if you can give letter of recommendation for all these applications. So in that way, you have already given a heads up that I need 7 LOR from you. So rather than individually going 7 times to him or her, asking for individual letter of recommendation for each programs. That is the best way, I would say. What about, do you have any comments on
in
that?
Europe? It's the advantage of Europe is like they don't ask while applying letter of recommendation. They only ask the name, and when they shortlist, then they will send it to the professor directly. They will ask. But yeah, it's like if you're applying if you're applying in so many positions, it's not that you are going to be shortlisted in all of them. So it's easy. Yeah, and also like in UK, they gave me when I was applying in UK, they gave me a format.
This was just a glimpse. Check out the full video on our channel, The Accidental PhDs.